Our live team coverage continues here at home and abroad with ABC News foreign correspondent Maggie Rulli. She's in Lviv. Inez de la Cuetara covering the refugee crisis from Poland, and ABC News' Alex Brachet here in Washington. Alex, let's start with you. We are now just getting a readout of that call between President Biden and China's President Xi. The White House sharing this photo almost 4 hours after the call concluded. What can you tell us about this call?
Well, Kieran, Terry, it's not just 4 hours after this call concluded. The White House readout of this is 2.5 hours after China put out its readout of that call. But President Biden and the White House is saying that Biden made it clear the implications and consequences if China did go forth and help Russia, either economically or militarily. Obviously, when we've been talking about these military reports, these intelligence reports, that Russia had sought China's help. And China was trying to decide one way or another whether or not it was going to enter. But listen, the conversation, according to the White House, focused on this Russian-Ukrainian conflict. The White House also telling China that its position on Taiwan has not changed. What's interesting about this, in the Chinese readout, they described this conversation as constructive, but also mentioned that they believe that Biden and the U.S. had misread China's strategic intentions.
Well, that could be telling. Let's go over to Ukraine now. Maggie, in Lviv, in the west of that country, which got hit today. So, Maggie, what are things like on the ground right now following this morning's attack near the airport?
Yeah, Terry, this is sort of everyone's greatest fear here, waiting for if or when this attack was going to happen. I have to tell you, we were in town just a couple hours ago, and it was all anyone could talk about. You know, so many refugees are in this city. They thought it was a safe haven, but now this is making a lot of people question that and think twice. That attack happened just about 4 miles from where we're standing right now, happened on a building at the airport here in Lviv. And one of our producers heard the noise. She took some video of it, saw the cloud, that plume of smoke from her hotel balcony window. It all went down about dawn this morning. And many people are now also concerned not only that it was so close to us here in Lviv, but also how close it was to the border with Poland. You know, just 50 miles away. We now had a couple attacks right near the border. And it could appear like this war is starting to inch westward, which, of course, is many people are concerned about it getting closer and closer to Poland, a NATO country. What kind of implications that is going to have, not only with the U.S., but all of Europe right now, Terry.
And Inez, you are there in neighboring Poland. You're at a train station where refugees have been coming in since you've been there. You've also been at a receiving center. Tell us exactly what's happening behind you right now.
Hey guys, yeah, I want to give you a sense of what it's like here on the ground. So you can see just the crush of people here. We're at the Przemysl train station. This is for many the first stop on their journey to a new home. So you can see all these people have just arrived from Ukraine on a train. In many cases, they're also getting back onto trains. So you can see them lining up back there, waiting at these counters to get tickets to other parts of Poland and other parts of Europe. You've also got volunteers here, lots of volunteers offering rides to other destinations. I saw a man with a sign for Sweden, another man with a sign for Germany. So lots of volunteers offering rides to different places. And then if you come outside, you've also got a number of buses lined up here, taking these refugees again to other places. And you can see them waiting in line here with their bags. You know, it's mostly women and children. They've got their suitcases, babies and pets in their arms as well. But the real effort right now is to get these refugees out of the border region and out of Poland to other parts, because Poland today marking the incredible milestone of 2 million refugees who've come into Poland. More than 3.1 refugees have now left Ukraine, 2 million of them coming to Poland, and the fear is that as that number continues to climb, Poland could really be overwhelmed.
It is one of the most extraordinary exoduses that we've seen in recent years, and too much for any one country, even though Poland has really stepped up. Alex Brachet, let me go to you on this Putin rally at that stadium in Moscow, in which he was talking about how united the Russian people are. I wonder if this is a sign of Putin's confidence that he's got public support, or the opposite.
Well, Terry, it's a very interesting question. I mean, I think certainly we saw the media reports about some of the protests as this war began unfolding in Ukraine from some of Putin's own people. And so now fast forward, we're in the now third week of this, and you're seeing him essentially hold this, what's a glorified PR rally during this concert. But Putin laying out his case, it's a false case, but he said that the main goal of this invasion is to prevent a genocide against Russian speakers in eastern Ukraine. Again, it's a false claim. But you saw Putin basically at this rally, people wearing these shirts with the Z printed across it. It's the same symbol that we've seen on some of these Russian tanks. Also a banner that says "For a world without Nazism." Putin claiming that he is the liberator of this genocide, his claimed genocide that's happening in eastern Ukraine. He quoted from the Bible, among other things. But it's clear with even the broadcasting of this concert, this sort of venue saying that there's 200,000 people in attendance here, this kind of showing it's important for him to at least make a viewing that he is his decision to invade Ukraine is something that's well backed.
So, Maggie, you're there in Lviv. It's become a crucial meeting point for refugees and for people coming in to deliver aid or just to help fight. Then you have this attack, this missile attack that happened just close to the airport. I mean, what is your sense? Do you feel that the city is becoming more dangerous?
You know, Kira, I think it's hard not to feel that extra stress on the ground right now. Everyone's sort of been waiting for this. Now that it's happened, so many people are wondering what to do next. Should they stay in Western Ukraine? Is this the first warning? Is it time to evacuate for some people again? You know, here in Lviv, there's already so many displaced peoples from the rest of Ukraine, refugees passing through on their way out. Many of them focused here. Humanitarian aid groups are here in Lviv. Journalists are here in Lviv. It has been such a central hub. So what's going to happen to all of these people in this city? You know, what's also interesting is that Lviv, it's still relatively open. It's been helping all of these refugees and all these people that are in here. And even today, you know, we were in the center of Lviv, Kira, and there was a protest going on, people demanding that the West, the international community, the U.S. do more. It was moving. And we saw 109 baby carriages taking over one of the main central squares here in Lviv. And it represented the 109 children that Ukraine says have already been killed in this war so far. The mayor of Lviv was there at this demonstration. He called them lost little angels. And Kira, you know, what was so moving was as this protest, this demonstration was happening, recognizing the 109 children that have died, there was a group of children playing with bubbles right next door. And I think for me, that moment, that juxtaposition of just this joy of childhood next to all the childhoods that have been lost, it was emotional. And for everyone there, I think it'll really stick with them. And that's what's at stake right now here in Lviv.
It definitely puts everything in perspective.
It sure does. It sure does.
Maggie, Inez, Alex, thank you all so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.